how to manipulate anyone to get under their skin and to get whatever you want. You would think I would tell you like the bad suggestion, the bad technique, but actually, I really am good at this. I can make any person be my friend. And you know what? And I can teach you to do the same. For example, there is one man that he is very annoying. He disrespects women. I don't like him. None of my girls like him. But I kinda have to be around him. And for like business purposes and whatever, I was told that whatever, last time I saw him, I got into fight. He made me cry because he also knows how to get under people's skin, and he found my spot that's like very vulnerable for me, and he just like started to poke there, whatever. And then I got upset at him. I'm mad, and I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to this person anymore, blah blah blah, it's impossible. And one guy is telling me, no, you have to be friends with him because like we are going on like a business trip, and like you have to. I'm like, he's like, you can be friends with anyone. I'm like, no, it's impossible. This guy is he's exception, I cannot. He's like, no, you can. And I was screaming blah blah blah, but then I'm like, okay. And you know what, in a couple of days I became his best friend. And yeah, I did some manipulation things, but then I understood that I didn't do it so I can like use him, abuse him. I did it like, it's kind of like I did manipulate him. I kind of got under his skin. So for example, now it's my turn, and if I was a bad person in general, and I wanted to hurt him back, I could have used this. But the thing is, I don't believe in this. I believe in being good. So that's just me. Even if I'm using my manipulation skills, I'm not gonna do it like against the person. And this is what I suggest you to, because we are here for good, and there is karma, and the more good you are, the more good you're gonna get. Trust me. So, and actually I loved it, in the process. How I do this, first of all, I'm trying to understand the person. I'm like, okay, if everyone hates him, there should be something that he's not happy about. Of course, he is acting so confident, and he told this guy about me that I'm like terrible, that I'm craving attention. He's like, did you see her like dancing there on the table, blah blah blah. She's just like craving attention, blah blah. And first thing I thought, okay, if this person said that I'm craving attention, you know what does it mean? That he is craving attention. That's right. Usually when something is triggering people, and when they say that this person is like, oh, she is so loud, it means you want to be that, or you need this, or you are loud. It's never, if it doesn't trigger you, if it doesn't bother you, that you don't have issues with that. But if it triggers you and bothers you, you have issues with that. So I'm like, okay, I thought about this. I'm like, first of all, he said this about me. And I'm just a Gemini. Through all my life, I was in the middle, I'm always in the middle of action. And it's not because I'm craving someone's attention, especially man's attention. No, I'm like, I'm the opposite. I don't need anyone's like attention, like so they would text me or whatever. I like to have fun. I like, yeah, I should be in the middle because I'm a Gemini, and it's just like it's my nature. So, and everyone like understands that usually. But if he says this, means something. And then he actually is the one who is like poking people. He's making those comments and this and that. And this is what's hurting people. And I was making these comments back to him. I was poking him back. And then it was like a game where he wouldn't lose because he's very strong man, and he would just like make more evil comments. That's it. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite tragedy. I decided I'm not gonna react to his comments, and I'm not gonna make them to him. I'm just gonna be so nice and so kind. But you cannot fake it also. That's the trick. You cannot fake it. You have to be real. You have to actually be, I'm gonna be interested in him. I'm gonna be his friend. And I'm like, okay, what do you like? What does bother you? Blah, blah, blah. What do you think about this? And I'm like, hey, and then I understood that he's also craving attention. I'm like, so maybe when he was a kid, maybe he didn't get enough of attention. That's why he sees that in other people and it bothers him. And he was making all these comments and they were so evil because he wants people's attention, because he wants them, because he's needy. He's like, look at me. So I saw in him this little boy that he is like, please look at me, please talk to me, please care about me. He doesn't have family, anyone. And I'm like, maybe he just needs like love and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna hug him. I'm just gonna tell him that I value him and I love him. And every time I would like ask him questions and where do you go? Where do you go and what do you like? And I think we actually bonded, and I cannot say that I did it like, haha, to manipulate. So, and now I got him and now I can do whatever. No, I actually understood his pain, and nobody is perfect. And now I know that he actually maybe was hurt when he was a kid. And right now I actually see that no one is interested in him as a human being, as an actual soul. And I'm like, so I'm gonna be this person who is gonna be actually interested. So I'm like, I'm curious. I'm like, he is a good person because I believe that everyone is a good person. And I'm like, every person has the pain, every person has something to say, every person has their own story. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be interested. I'm gonna be curious in this person. And if he needs attention, I'm gonna give him this attention. Is it gonna hurt me? I'm like, no, it's not gonna hurt me. I can give attention to anyone. So I decided to give him attention and a little bit of love and a little bit of curiosity. And it changed. Like, he even told me that he values me, that he loves me, which he doesn't tell to everyone, that he respects me, that he doesn't tell, I think, to women at all. And I was like, wow. And my partner said that, like, you see, you are so great at this. And I'm like, yeah. And I just wanna, I think, teach other people to do that. And so I know, as I told you, how to get under everyone's skin, how to manipulate kind of people. But I only use it in a good way. I only want people to feel better. I only do this so I understand them, so I can help. And this is what I suggest to everyone. There's enough hate and pain in this world. So I think we should use this manipulation techniques to get under people's skin, so we know their pain, so we can help, so they feel better. Try it.